Welcome to Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, the Sun Devils head coach told me pregame his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best bats in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. He'll bring it out. It's Peters. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will go to work first. And here comes the maestro of this offense. His productivity through the first half of the season has him squarely in the Heisman Trophy race. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming in.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Martinez will let it fly. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. He sends 3 wide receivers left, 1 on the other side on 2nd and 4. Complete to Williams over the middle. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. Oh, and he missed it. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. On the option. Now the toss. Spins away from the defense. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. Off the play fake. Lets it fly. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Martinez looking to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. Williams got it. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You can tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the...
Caught, and he's got room. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Red Raiders in the hurry up. Gonna look downfield again. Got his man on the right. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front?
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They'll stop the clock here as one of the Red Raiders remains down. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Howie Rowe will check on his condition. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of him. And we'll get a whistle to stop the clock as they check on the injured Sun Devil. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll pull it down and run. Open space at the 25. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Back to the ground game on the left. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground with the running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. On the move. At the 45. Could be an alley. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball and let him go to work.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Picked up 6 on that last one, now 2nd and inches. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown ASU! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And the Red Raiders come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Martinez will let it fly. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Running inside, it's Henderson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. On the ground, it's Mack. There he goes. Oh, what a cut! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Sun Devils lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He wants to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
The Sun Devils will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Sun Devils go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Yeah, a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Stepping to the right. Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Makes the grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Takes a snap. Wants to throw. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Fit it in the window
for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. Martinez looking to fire. Here's a heat. Still looking for a man. Across the 45. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Might as well stick with him. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it second. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. The Red Raiders have this offense rolling. The run inside. It's Henderson. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Going over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got the back in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to make it on 4th and... Looking downfield on first down. Gonna let it fly. He's got it on the outside. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in with one hand. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He goes right back to the air. Here comes the heat. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Arizona State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Escapes the pressure to his right. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Martinez will let it fly. He's got his man across the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Timeout call by the Red Raiders, and now Texas Tech will have no more to use. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. And the Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 7 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Longhorns, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. That is another solid victory for this team, who now gets to 5-1 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. And now over to your game in Tempe. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's...
The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. The run to the left. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield. It's Good. Could not make his way to the corner. And we'll get a whistle to stop the clock as they check on the injured Sun Devil. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
Martinez looking to fire. It's complete to the right. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Trying to run, it's Milner. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Red Raiders are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Mung. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field.
They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get it through the air. Going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Has to get there to move the sticks. Might have a chance. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Fires downfield. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fights off a defender. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Makes the grab. It's Winston. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Sun Devils have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got his man downfield. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown ASU! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Sun Devils take the lead right back.
Wow, the this offense. They have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. The give on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Martinez will let it fly. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires quickly. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. And the Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
At the 40, there he goes. Give him 105 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Plucks it out of the air. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And the defense gets him on the ground for the 4th time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
Makes the catch. It's Winston. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense. Stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
They'll go to the air. That's got it. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Going with the counter play here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. Martinez looking to fire. On target to the left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. And the Red Raiders, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to keep it in the air. Bring in the heat. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's
looking for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The Red Raiders surge back on top. When he let that go ahead and signal touchdown. He knew it was 6.
And most of the time you hear about those 50-50 balls out wide. Nowadays, with these guys that are so big and strong and so good at going and getting the ball, it's more like 80-20.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground. They want that clock to run. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short drive. Timeout call by the Red Raiders, and now Texas Tech will have no more to use. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Give to the running back. Here's a little room there. Brought down after a big run, and that is the way to put an exclamation point on this one. He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Creates a little room. Makes it past the marker. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State! The Sun Devils keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. Two-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Martinez will let it fly. Finds a man in the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
Yeah, and you're just running out of time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down, late in the game, I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it, because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you can have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Dynasty.